What's up YouTube? Jim here, and today I'm going to be changing the coil packs and HT leads on my Ninja to get rid of this annoying clicking sound you can hear. So, let's get started, shall we? Before we can do anything, we need to remove the passenger seat so we can get to the bolts for the front seat. Now we need to remove this 10mm and remove the front seat bracket. I'm just going to put down a mat to put my tank on to save it from getting damaged. Now we can pull the front seat off, and you should be able to see your battery and the battery holder underneath. We're going to need to remove this fuel tank breather pipe and these two 10mm battery bracket bolts. Mine's got a cable tie on, so I'll snip it off. Yours may not have a cable tie and will just have a clip. Remove these two 10mm bolts, then pull off the battery support bar. Now make sure your fuel's set to off, and then use a cross-headed screwdriver to remove the fuel tap. Just next to the fuel tap and just underneath the tank, you can see the fuel filter here with a pipe on it. We need to remove that pipe before the tank will come off. To get to it, I use some bent long nose pliers. You will have a little bit of fuel pour out, but don't worry, you can catch this with a rag. Now we can remove the two front 10mm bolts and put the tank safely on the floor. With the tank removed, we can now see the coil packs, the first one here, second one here, and the HT leads that run from them. If you follow the HT leads, you can see they go round and just underneath the airbox into the engine. So we are going to have to remove this airbox before we can do anything else. To remove the top of the airbox, squeeze this clip together and then pull the breather pipe off, and then simply go around and undo the 10mm bolts all the way around and pull the lid off. Now the lid's off, you can see the top of the carbs and the air filter. Try not to drop anything in the top of the carbs or you give yourself a headache. To remove the air filter, just pull it. We'll put that over to one side. You can blow it out with an airline if you want to, or replace it while you're there. Then to remove the rest of the airbox, undo these two bolts here, again 10mm, and then unhook it from the two ram pipes at the front. Just really need to wiggle and pull them out. Now we can see all of the HT leads and the top of the spark plug caps. This breather pipe is in the way though, so you're going to have to remove that. It just pulls out and then just pop it over to one side out of the way. Then this little breather pipe filter, you can just wiggle and it will pop off. Now we can undo the 10mm bolts holding the coils on, be careful of the washers, and also unplug the power supply to the coils. There's two wires on each coil. Just as an added bonus, you can see here this is what a normal HT lead looks like, it's fine. On this one though, if the camera will focus, there is some corrosion in there. There's also some corrosion found on the inside of the spark plug cap on that, so I'm going to have to clean that out. To do that, I'll just use this fairly soft brush inside there, turn it around a few times and put some maintenance spray in there, let it soak for a bit. Here's a look of the coils I shall be using, it's the part number and everything, and this is what you're going to get. A new coil, nicely wrapped up with your new HT leads. You'll see what healthy HT leads look like with the wire poking out at the end. You don't need the wire poking out at the end, by the way, they just come like this. You can also cut these down to size if you find that some of them are too long. To fit the spark plug caps to the HT leads, the bit inside here, you can see I'm spraying, has a self-tapping screw, and you basically screw it onto the lead. I have put insulation tape around it as well, just as a precaution to stop any water getting in there in the future. Once that's all done, we'll just rebuild it all in the reverse order and then see what it sounds like. Well, that's it for today's video, guys. If you liked it, it helped, or you just enjoyed it, please remember to subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Until then, peace.